As much as I like feelings, I like boundaries, because this is where we've gone a little too far. Some people are like, okay, I'm not punishing my kid. Their feelings matter. But then it's like kids' feelings like drive decision making. And that is
drive decisions for parents and the whole family, right?
Equally as bad for kids as sending them to their room. So validating feelings is an incomplete parenting strategy. I will go on the record and say that.
Say it again.
Validating feelings is an incomplete parenting strategy.
Right, it's part of the strategy.
Yes, but it cannot be the whole thing.
And also to pause there, because I want to hear the final there, but when parents allow the children to dictate how the family is run, what happens then?
Terrifying for kids. So, like, to me, this is how I describe it, okay? So imagine you're on a plane and you're a passenger, okay? Are you actually a pilot? You're probably like trained to be a pilot, okay? Wouldn't surprise me. What else? Then I'm like, I'm gonna have to pick a different metaphor. Okay, so you're a passenger and I'm the pilot, and it's very turbulent, and you're looking around like all the passengers are like freaking out, right? So pilot one would be like classic punishment parent, and they'd get on, it's not called a loudspeaker.
The intercom?
The intercom, thank you. Yeah. And they'd say, like, everyone back there, stop. You're so dramatic. You're making a big deal of nothing, and you're ruining my flight. Something like that, right? That's what we say to our kids. Like, you're ruining my dinner out, whatever we say. Meanwhile, if I'm thinking about you, a passenger, you're like, first of all, like, does this person know it's pretty turbulent? Like, they didn't even mention that, because it is. Right. Second, like, all it takes is passengers being upset to kind of make my pilot, like, go off the deep end. Like,
that's scary.
You're more scared. Okay. But pilot two is the opposite extreme. Everyone back there is scared, and you know what? It is scary, and I'm just going to open the cockpit door. If anyone wants to come in here and take over, be my guest. Terrifying.
Terrifying.
Where we're like, your feelings were just contagious. And that's what happens, right? Where someone's like, I want to watch one more show. I want to watch one more show. Now, if as a parent you think, you know what? I don't care about having them watch another show.
Yeah.
I thought about it. I am changing my decision because I made that shift. Kids can smell, and they know whether it's that, or all of a sudden they're like, okay, I guess you can go to bed late because tomorrow we'll go, okay, fine. And a kid feels like you open the cockpit door.
You influence them, yeah.
And now they can make big decisions. That is actually terrifying for a kid because they feel like they don't have a leader. They don't have a pilot.
Kids love boundaries, don't they?
They love boundaries. It would be like if your pilot was like, we have to make an emergency landing, and everyone's like, no, I don't want to land in Denver. And the pilot's like, okay, forget it.
Oh, we'll just crash.
Exactly. You're like, just, right? So the third pilot to me is the essence of sturdy leadership, which to me are those pillars: validating other people's feelings and staying connected to your own role through your boundaries. And to me, the pilot you want to hear there is, I hear that everyone's freaking out. You're right. I hear you. It's very turbulent.
Stay calm.
And even if it's a pilot, you don't think it's that turbulent, you can still say, I recognize it's turbulent. Everyone's upset. You know, you guys do your thing. If you need to scream, it's fine. I'm about to get off and go do my job. I've done this a million times, and I'm going to land us in Los Angeles. I'll see you on the ground.
Let's go.
Let's freaking go, right? And you're like, why am I calm? Nothing around me changed.
Right.
But I am calm. And to me, like, you want a leader who sees that your feelings are real and is not infected by them. And the only thing that stops that infection or contagion is a boundary.
Wow.
And the ability to know, I am not my kid. Those are their feelings. And empathy for feelings requires boundaries. Because if you're not having up a boundary, you're not empathizing with your kid, you're actually kind of what we were talking about. You're kind of responding to the way that feeling came into your body. That's not empathy, right? Boundaries are actually what allow you to say to a kid who's upset about the cut grilled cheese, even though, by the way, you're not making a new one. Or say to the kid when the TV time is over, I know you really wish you could watch another show. It's so hard to stop. And when they say, so I can, you say, oh, sweetie, no. No. My number one job is to keep you safe. Part of keeping you safe is making key decisions like bedtime. Bedtime is absolutely now. You can tell me the show you want to watch tomorrow. I'll write it down. I get it. This isn't what you wanted. Do you see? There's like this bouncing. I'm validating. But like, I would say, my kids' feelings don't dictate my boundaries, and my boundaries don't dictate my kids' feelings. They just they coexist.
Wow.
If you want to watch the full podcast, check the link in the description below.